Hello everybody and welcome back to ECC Season 9. We are here again today on Championship Sunday for the Champions Conference. We have in this specific matchup two Simps, one Furry versus MINKZ. MINKZ just coming out of a 4-2 scoreline victory against Dutchies Esports in round 1. But I am not alone here today for this matchup. I am joined yet again by Greybeard.
Indeed you are, Simon. Fabulous to be back at the pointy end of a long time of Rocket League. 2.5 months of league play, getting in here, and it all comes down to this. All the past records don't matter. These two teams finishing, both of them, first in their respective conferences, and here they are, upper bracket semi-final. One of them gonna get pushed down, I suppose, or no, this is the semi. This is it. You win or you're done. So it is tough times out there for one of them. One of them goes forward.
Yes, one of them will be going through into the final. None of the teams in the final yet decided. Of course, this is the first semi-final. We'll have the second semi-final later on. Two Simps, one Furry, after the seeding rounds being played yesterday, they got number 1 seed, which meant they got a bye into this semi-final matchup, which we are now playing and watching. But MINKZ, they were very, very, very impressive in their previous matchup. We did see on this A stream they beat Dutchies Esports 4-2. And if you don't know Dutchies Esports, they have a very, very good team. So to be beating them 4-2 in a best of 7 series, it is an incredibly good asset to achieve. And MINKZ, if they carry on with the same form that we did see in that game, we could potentially be seeing them going into this one. We could see a game 7, or we could see a good clean sweep from either of these teams. Of course, both of these teams incredibly good when they are on their day and when they are at their best, and that is what we're going to be hoping to see in this matchup, a semi-final. Incredibly big matchup with these two sides. Game 1 is now underway in the semi-final of the Champions Division. Bertu looking to get an early start here for two Simps, one Fury screen. They're playing it into the middle. All three of the MINKZ defenders there to receive the ball. The counter-attack is now on, but Bertu again dealing with that one comfortably. Blue just recycling possession back into the middle though. Timo with a high touch midfield. Scream is there, takes a shot, but Prownsy with a seemingly easy clearance. The save was made, but Bertu is now keeping the pressure on Chris this time with the clearance. But Timo, he's keeping the possession in the middle. Scream is there, but he just can't get around it to find the shot. Instead, playing it back into the middle. Bertu cutting that one out again. Two Simps, one Fury just keeping the ball inside this orange half at the minute. Blue now getting the clearance away. Chris is there for the follow-up. Going to look to take that one in, but Timo cuts that one out. Blue again though, playing it into the middle. Scream there, ready to block that one, but it is played back up into the middle. Prownsy looking to get it up, but the blue team did get a high touch. Chris following up on that one. In a minute already gone in this game. Very fast plays from both of these sides.
Yeah, but it looks, I mean, in theory, MINKZ are the warmed-up team. They've just come off a series. But two Simps looking the most eager to get going. The ball has spent most of its time camped in the orange half. They're looking the hungrier of the two. And at the moment, MINKZ looking like the team that's struggling to get into it. And now surely, what a clutch save to get that away. Almost going behind, but the pressure on their net continues.
It is Bertu now, attempting to get the ball forward. Chris cutting that one out. Scream. It faked out there by Prownsy, but Timo playing it up into the middle where Bertu was waiting, and an incredible shot coming out from him. The MINKZ defenders couldn't get enough on it to save it. 1-0 now to two Simps, one Fury. An incredible opening goal to this series.
Yeah, and it just felt like that goal was coming, didn't it? I mean, it was just building. Their pressure was so intense. I think their only disappointment is that it didn't come earlier, but that goal, the inevitable conclusion of a lot of good pressure play, and another one surely. My word, Simdog MINKZ have been having to do so much tense defensive work. I don't know how much longer they can keep this up.
Oh, they already have 5 saves in this game. Two Simps, one Fury, only with the two, Bertu and Timo being the two that have made the save. They have had so much pressure on this MINKZ goal so far, and they're looking to continue it with Bertu, the goal scorer, looking to take this one forward. Not a lot of boost to work with, and Prownsy beats him to that one. Timo getting a 50. Chris is up for that one, missing out, but Blue is behind him. Timo's surely going to get to that one. Prownsy not too far ahead of him. Zero boost again, needs to 50. Goes for the soft touch. Chris, Blue, and Scream all going for the same ball. Scream looking for the follow-up. Prownsy making the clear. The net is open, and Timo scores the second of the game for 2 Simps, 1 Furry.
Yeah, they're looking very, very strong right now, and you see why they're a #1 team over in their conference. And an important goal for them to score, because for all of their pressure, you know, so often you see it, a team pressuring, they get one goal, they continue to pressure, then they get counted on, and they seem to put a lot of work in, and then they're leveled up, which can be quite disappointing. So that second goal is going to be very important for them to sort of solidify their lead. A bit of defense to do now, and I think we might see them get even more aggressive now that they've got a bit of a cushion.
Yes, 2 goals to the good for 2 Simps, 1 Furry. Timo looking to just play that one straight downfield. Scream tempting the fake, but Blue read it well, and he's looking to counter-attack now. He has the ball in his possession, playing it onto the backboard. Is anyone there to receive it for this orange team? No. Berichu got it clear, but Prownsy is keeping that one in the blue half. But Timo with the big boom forward. Scream looking to get the double, but it was an awkward bounce for him. Chris with a very good clearance there. Blue missing out on that one. It's a couple times that we've seen him miss the ball now. Chris passed to by Prownsy, and Chris now with the shot, but Prownsy there to deal with it again. That's a beautiful touch onto the backboard. Chris is there looking to touch it down. It is into the middle, but there was just enough of a touch from Berchu there. The ball still in this blue half here for MINKZ, looking to get the ball forward, but Timo cutting that one out, looking to get it up. It is high into the sky. Berchu looking to get the touch to finish it off, but Blue cuts that one out. 1 minute left in this game. MINKZ still 2 goals down, but they're looking like they're growing a tiny bit into the game.
Yeah, well, they've had more opportunity, or at least they've spent more time in attack. But honestly, compared to what we've seen here from 2 Simps, 1 Furry, is that they, going forward, MINKZ just don't look convincing. They don't look threatening, like they're going to put any kind of threatening attack onto the 2 Simps goal. And meanwhile, for the most part, the Simps are just figuring out a way to get it out of their half, bring it upfield, put another threat or attack on, and it has been their game all the way.
Yeah, it truly has, and 20 seconds left on the clock. They are still looking to secure this game. 2 goals to the good, but looking for that third. Chris missing out on the clearance, but Blue there to follow in behind. Berchu missing out, and it is there. It is dangerous. Berchu with the save, making up for his slight mistake there. 5 seconds left now. You have to say that is it. Blue just letting that one go. 0 seconds on the clock. All the ball needs to do is drop, which it has done. And 2 Simps, 1 Furry. A 2-0 win, a very impressive first game for them.
Yeah, and you look at the stats of the game, and that pretty much just tells the whole story. They 3 times the number of shots from Simps compared to MINKZ, and it just looked to me they're a good team. They've done very well to get this far, and no doubt they're going to do better in the second game. They'll recognize that wasn't a good game for them, or at least they hope they're going to recognize that, because if it continues into the second game, like it ended the first, this series is going to be short work for the Simps to take it and move on to the grand final. But no doubt we will see a better performance in game 2 from MINKZ.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a case of game 1 jitters for somebody out there in Rocket League, and MINKZ, we know what they can do, and we didn't see it in that game. Hopefully they will come out in game 2 and put on a better performance, not just for us, not just for the neutrals, but for themselves, because they want to be making that grand final in the Champions Conference playoffs. Of course, the winner does go through to that one. 1-0 on the scoreline in the series, 2 Simps, 1 Furry after winning that first game 2-0. Just not enough aggression coming out from MINKZ, but we are on our way into game 2. We are underway here now. 1-0 on the series. 2 Simps, 1 Furry, a very impressive performance in that first game. Going to look to carry it on early with Berchu taking it forward, but Blue cutting that one out instantly, and Chris with the ball playing off the corner wall, but Scream is there ready to receive that one and touch it to safety. A big bump there on Blue, otherwise it would have been in danger. Berchu again, the goal scorer in the last game, looking to get it into the middle, which it has done. Chris though, combining with Timo to get a big 50 between the 2 sides. Scream playing it back up into the middle. Berchu with the shots! And I couldn't quite tell who that was in the goal line. I think it was Prownsy, just caught in an awkward position, and they have capitalized big time on that one. 1-0 to 2 Simps, 1 Furry.
That's amazing. Leading up to that, my thinking was that this was a good start from MINKZ. They just looked a lot better. They were in an attacking, aggressive position very quickly. I liked how they were moving. They rotated back nicely, and then all of a sudden, almost out of the blue, this ball came from nowhere. I think they were caught unawares, and they are immediately behind, and they are yet to score in this series. But they did look more positive from the start. And even now, they are, to me, looking more positive. But they got to make it work, obviously, and get something sort of venomous looking over on the opponent's net, which they haven't been able to do. So still a bit of an uphill battle for them. Once they score their first goal, perhaps they'll settle into it and get a bit more comfortable. But that is yet to come.
Yes, still 1-0 in this game. 1 minute and 15 seconds have passed in this game too. 1-0 to 2 Simps, 1 Fury. There is a chance here for MINKZ to try and find a goal, but Timo now on the counter. Berchu faking 1 out 50, and Crownsey, a very good 50 there from the MINKZ centre player. And Blue now needs to try and get to this one. Last man back, Scream getting it past him. Can he get the flick again into the middle? Shot on target, a big 50 again off the post. Chris with the touch. That was so close, but not close enough there from 2 Simps, 1 Fury. MINKZ have gotten away with that one just about, and Blue now looking to get another chance, playing it into the middle, but Timo is there to clear that one. Scream with the follow-up onto the back board. Can he get the double? Yes, he can. Down into the middle. Berchu with the 50. Couldn't find the shot on target. Timo back into the middle again, and Blue with a big clear forward. They're just wasting possession right now. They can't hold on for it to what feels like more than 5-10 seconds, but Scream and 2 Simps, 1 Fury on the other hand, they are just in pure cruise control right now. Timo with an open net to shoot in. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Nobody home to turn that one away. 2-0 yet again in this series.
The alarm bells must be all ringing rather loudly and annoying right now for MINKZ, because 2 Simps are just looking so strong. And MINKZ are being kept in this game by their defensive work. They've come up with some really close saves where they've cleared it off the goal line. They got lucky on one occasion, but without that defensive work in this game and the last game, they could easily be another 2 or 3 goals behind. The last game was only 2 goals because they managed to pull out 5, 6, 7 saves to keep themselves in it. But it is scary times for them, and surely now a third. Indeed it is. And my word, the Simps team, Simdog, are looking really, really strong.
Well, that was a scrappy third. It doesn't matter how they come, as long as you get them. 3-0 now, a 3-goal cushion. Only 4 shots for 2 Simps, 1 Fury, but the MINKZ defense has just not quite been good enough for 50 there from Blue, but it's not too convincing. It's still in there. Half Prownsy and Chris eventually trying to get the clear away, but Screen just keeping it in there. Blue now playing it as far as Timo. He keeps the ball in the middle. Berchu looking to find the shot. Scream now playing it up, going to follow up his own first touch, and he still has control in this one, taking it to the wall. Going to pick up the boost and try and play it into the middle. Is anybody there to receive it? A brilliant piece of play there by Scream. Still going, just still chasing this ball. He doesn't want to let it go away. Finding the shot on target, and Prownsy makes the save. 1 minute 30 left. Still 3-0 in this game. MINKZ still looking to find their first goal of the series.
Look at this play. That's going to be a fourth, my word. You know, there are no questions that MINKZ are asking right now that 2 Simps, 1 Furry don't have an answer for. There are no difficult questions. They are there. And what a beautiful play there. The combination of the defensive work, physical play, and finishing sees them with a 4th goal. And my word, it it is sweat time before MINKZ to try and figure out how to get past this team right now, because they just don't look like they're struggling.
I mean, they just seem to be getting better and better. Look at this for a play from Berchu. The air dribble into the 50, making it 5. With the 1 minute left, incredibly impressive goal to see there. Chris just couldn't get it far enough from Berchu. He got the read incredibly well. Makes it 5, gets his second of the game. They are looking more and more dominant as time goes by. And this is only game 2, so you just got to be thinking, like, what will MINKZ be thinking at this point? 5-0 down in game 2. Make that 6 as Timo extends the scoreline. even more. It's just pure domination right now.
The only question that now remains is, can two Simps, one Furry keep this up for another 2 games? If they do exactly what they're doing right now, they're walking away here, not only in a sweep, in a possible shutout sweep, which is just, it's just too unthinkable to think, to jump ahead that far right now. But right now, MINKZ are looking at 8 unresponded goals and close to 10 minutes of Rocket League without finding the back of the net. That has got to be bruising for their confidence right now. And I don't know how what they figure out, but they have to change something. Two Simps have nothing to change. They just carry on. They will cruise their way through here. MINKZ have all the figuring out to do when they come out in game 3.
Yes, 20 seconds left in this game. 6-0 on the scoreline. Incredibly impressive performance here from two Simps, one Furry. The attacking ability that they possess is just second to none right now. They are putting on the best of shows for this Champions Division playoffs, and there is all but a consolation here from Blues, so the shutout is out of question right now, but it is literally nothing more than a consolation. 6-1 now. Blue with the goal. There was a follow-up from one of the blue team players there. But it does not matter. Two Simps, one Furry. 5 seconds left. Comfortably winning this game. 6-1 on the scoreline, making it 2-0 to Simps, one Furry in the series. And there's yet another consolation here for Blue and for MINKZ. Potentially a bit of a confidence boost going into this second game. We were asking, will they actually eventually score goals? And here they are, scoring 2 in quick succession.
Yeah, I wonder just the nature of how that game went and how it rolled out. Do those 2 goals serve as a consolation? Is it a little bit of a booster? Does it give them a bit of momentum? I don't know, because they were clapped. They were thumped in that game. So but you know what? They got to take whatever they can out of that game to move forward. So they've got to take that little bit of confidence and take it forward. But beaten by 4, they were comprehensively beaten there, and they've got to figure out a new way to come out against this two Simps team in this next game. Otherwise, they're on easy street right now.
Honestly, you can't argue with that. Less shots than they had in the last game. 3 times the amount of goals that they scored. 6-2. Impressive scoreline no matter who you are playing against in this division. Every single team in the Champions Conference is of very, very strong ability. So to be putting 6 and barely conceding 2, only 2 at the last seconds of this game. Unreal performance here from two Simps, one Furry. They are putting on the best of shows possible. They know what they need to do to get to the final, and they're doing exactly that. But for MINKZ, it's questionable. They've got 2 goals now.
Nice distribution of the goal scoring, 2 apiece for each of the Simps team. So very nicely there. I see Prowsey left the lobby quite quickly after that game. I'm not sure if he was off for a car change or a little bit of a think or what happened there. So we'll see if he's made any kind of change, and if that change will do them any good as they start game 3. Back against their ropes. They're up against the wall right now. MINKZ. How do they change it up? Can they change it up? Can they box their way back into the series?
Well, they had an early chance there. Prowsey getting the shot, but the save was made there by Brevichu. A very impressive player, possibly the MVP in this series so far. He has been the focal point here for two Simps, one Furry, being involved in absolutely everything in both defense and attack. But the ball is up into the middle. Scream getting it away. Prowsey was there to attempt the shot on target. A big 50 there from Scream. Brevichu is there to take that one forward onto the back ball. Can he get the double? Yes, he can. Just throwing off his teammate though, so they cannot find the shot on target. Chris getting the touch to the side where Timo was waiting. Prowsey playing it across into Chris, who is in the middle. Touch onto the ceiling and onto the backboard. Blue still there, keeping the pressure on. Scream getting somewhat of a decent touch. Just nobody there to receive that, as Brevichu got a demo on Prowsey, which meant the pressure was let off. But there's a big shot coming out there from Chris off that left-hand post. A minute gone in this game. Blue looking for the shot now, and MINKZ looking so much more impressive than they have done in previous games.
This has been their best passage of play in this entire series. Oh no! And just as I say that, Blue misses an absolute sitter. What is going on out there, Cinder? My word! Chris is going to get a goal now from a gargantuan mistake from two Simps after Blue whiffed at an open net. Oh my word, you see it sometimes. You hate to see it, but can you believe it? We have MINKZ with the lead, Simdog.
For the first time in the series at that. That is probably the most unaesthetic Champions Conference goal that you will see this season. Too many misses coming out from both attackers and defenders to make it 1-0 to MINKZ. They capitalised, and that's all they could ask to do. And Chris forced to make a save there. They could have found an equaliser early on. Scream with the touch. Brownsley looking to get that one past Brerichu, which he does do, but Timo is waiting. The bump, looking to get one on Blue, but he makes the save, and an important one at that to keep his team in the lead. Brownsley looking to counter-attack Brerichu to Scream. Scream back to Brerichu, just missing out on that one though. Still bouncing into the corner. Scream with the touch. Blue, Chris and Brownsley all there to receive that ball. 50'd between Blue and Timo, looking to get that one off the corner, but Brerichu is there again to take it away and take the bump onto Chris, but shots coming in from Blue. Not good enough, but Chris now on the ceiling, faking out the ceiling shot, trying to get the bump, but no pressure whatsoever from his teammates. A very big lack of aggression there.
And I'm not sure if it's a case of MINKZ playing a lot better, or if two Simps have just taken their foot off the gas, but they seem a bit scattered in this game, and certainly MINKZ are looking, but they're going to get one back, but it is a little bit, and it's crazy to say this, it feels like it's against the run of play, but the game is leveled up, and I wonder if two Simps let MINKZ back into the game. A combination of that and MINKZ playing slightly better.
Yeah, well, MINKZ, they have done very well in this game, but they didn't do good enough there. Scream looking to get a second of the game, touching it onto the ceiling, beating out Blue, but Chris is there. Pass into Brownsley, back into the middle. Can Chris find the shot? Can Blue get the follow-up now? Finding the shot on target. Brerichu with the save, nearly the second of the game there. Chris playing it back into the middle. Brownsley is there, finds shot on target. And nobody going for that one from two Simps, one Furry. 2-1 now to MINKZ. That is all but questionable defending there.
It's terribly questionable. I mean, it was going right between two defenders. The one defender on the goal line is back to the ball, couldn't do much. Terribly positioned in the middle of the net. The other player up on the wall wasn't sure which way to jump, and it's a little bit of a bizarre turnaround. What we're seeing here, it's a very strange game, but a good one and an important one, at least so far for MINKZ. They have a lead for the second time. But the way things are going, I'm not sure. Can they hold on? You feel like they're going to have to score at least one more.
Yeah, they need that security goal. They need to find the one to make them feel a bit more comfortable. Chris looking to get that chance now. Brerichu, though, cutting it out, but only passing it as far as Blue. Just booms that ball forward. Scream touching to the side. Brownsley there, attempting to play it back into the middle, but there's a counter-attack chance here for Scream and for two Simps, one Furry. Playing it up into the middle where Brerichu was waiting, gets a flip reset. Can he send it down? Yes, he can, but thankfully for Brownsley, he makes the save. That could have potentially been a goal of the season there from Brerichu. It was an incredibly good mechanical showcase in that short space of time. Blue now looking to get another goal in this one. Brerichu again, the mechanical genius, cutting that one out, looking to send it away back into the middle though. Touch onto the backboard. Anyone there for the follow? Timo is there for the boom downfield, but just off to that right hand side of the goal, not on target. Chriso sending it onto his own backboard where Timo is waiting off the crossbar again, and Scream now overcommitting for that one. Brownsley beats him to the ball. Is anybody there going to be there to receive it into the middle? Just touched onto the ceiling. Chris again, 30 seconds left in this game, still attempting to find another goal. 2-1 in this game to MINKZ. It will be their first game in this best of 7 series if they are to pick it up, but it is not over yet. Scream looking to play this one down into the middle where Timo is waiting, but the big clearance is made and Brerichu gets back to it just in time. Brownsley going to take his time, playing it up into the middle, going to take it past all the two Simps, one Furry defenders. Just a few seconds left on the clock. All they have to do now is let it drop, and it has. And just like that, MINKZ take their first game in this series with a 2-1 scoreline.
And what an important time to do it. And for me, that entire game was summed up by that first goal. That first goal where Blue missed an open net, and then in defense they missed the ball. Chris could finally pounce on it and get it into the net. The whole game felt like that. You know, the first couple of games were just masterclasses from two Simps in the way they controlled the play, the way they rotated both in offense, coming back in defense. This game, there is no question in my mind, they took their foot a little bit off the gas. They thought, okay, and it happens to all of us. And you know, we say so much of Rocket League is mental. I think they were in cruise mode. It was like, you know what, we got these guys. We will take it easily. And then MINKZ came a little bit harder, and Simps were caught a little bit napping, but still the mistakes and it wasn't a polished performance, but MINKZ, they take a very important game. They're back in the series.
Yes, they are. Back.
Sometimes the clips are for the montage, and sometimes they're for the blooper reel. Perhaps, certainly that one for the blooper reel.
Yes, most definitely, and we're going to be looking to get into this next game very shortly. MINKZ picking up the last series.
And from what you've seen, Simdog, in that last game, the performance from MINKZ, do you see them getting fully back in and taking game number 4 and bringing this down to a best of 3?
I'm not going to lie to you. In my opinion, that MINKZ game is just a one-off game. I can't see them taking any more games in that series. I mean, the goals weren't necessarily good goals. 2 Simps, 1 Furry. They just weren't playing that great at all, in all honesty. So if 2 Simps, 1 Furry come out and play like they have done in the first 2 games of this series, I don't think MINKZ will have a chance.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree with you, with only one caveat, is that it was scrappy. It's not the best win they ever had. The goals certainly weren't clippable, but they did pull off a win, and maybe it gives them enough confidence, enough return of belief in themselves that they step it up a gear, recognizing that Simps kind of took their foot off the gas. Maybe they do it again. So the first minute and a half of this game for me is going to be quite critical in seeing how MINKZ move forward from here in this series.
Yes, it will be a very important game. Game 4 in this best of 7 series now. Looking to get off to an early start here, MINKZ. You have to remember there is a lot on the line in this series. Not only does the winner go into the grand final, but they get automatic promotion into the Vortex division next season. The Vortex is the best of the best in the ECC. Not only that, but the winner of the grand final, whoever that may be, will go on to win €100 in this prize pool. So these teams are playing for a lot, and in the early 30 seconds in this match, not too much has happened so far, but Blue is looking to get a good attack on, touching it in towards Chris, but just too much on that one. Screen bumped away from the ball. Timo is going to have to recover this one, and that's a huge 50 there, going all the way to that orange side backboard. Berichu looking to play that one into the middle, but nobody there to receive that ball. Scream now with the chance. A very powerful touch onto the ceiling, looking to get the double, but he does, just making it awkward. Timo into the middle, Prownsy with the touch to the side, and Berichu, you know what he can do, looking to get the reset up into Scream. Timo with very little boost to work with, gets beaten out to the ball there. Almost a minute and a half gone in this game, still 0-0.
Yeah, and I think you made the comment at about 30 seconds that not much. Oh, is that it? Yes, it is! Okay, well, put paid to that. You had said that not much was happening, and that was good for MINKZ. But slowly, the 40 seconds after that, we saw 2 Simps just pressuring more and more, pushing MINKZ further and further back, and like we've seen from them so often, it results in a goal.
1-0 now. 2 Simps, 1 Furry with the lead again in this series, looking to extend that lead. Shot from Timo. Berichu playing it back into the middle. Timo again with the shot. Berichu going to look to follow this one up. Does get it on target, but Chris with the save. 3 minutes left now. Blue looking to counter-attack. Timo cutting that one out again. Seen him do it multiple times in this series. He's been a very strong anchor man for this 2 Simps, 1 Furry side. Scream looking to get the reset, but just touches it down onto Brownsy's car. And there's a big demo coming out there from Berichu. Blue there, pass into the middle. from Timo, but it wasn't enough. Scream cutting that one out, keeping possession in this orange half, but it is now sent into his own. Berichu cutting that one out. Prowsey keeping the pressure on, shot on target, redirect from Chris maybe. Just missing out on that one. Scream with the save off of the original Prowsey shot, and Chris taking his time getting it past Timo, but Berichu there playing it into the middle where Scream is waiting, gets the shot. Prowsey with the save, but the follow-up is from Scream, and the double save there from Prowsey. Vital save.
You know, if they can figure themselves out in the attacking, often in their defense, it's so good. Maybe now they...
No!
Something is going on! No!
That is so upsetting there for MINKZ. Chris just saving an open net shot from his teammate. It would have been the equaliser in this game, but instead they are still searching. 2 minutes left. It's a long time in a game of Rocket League. Scream though could extend the lead here, packaging it into the middle. Timo is waiting, saved off of the post. Scream with the follow-up, gets the shot. Blue with another save. Prowsey needs to get this one clear. Passing to Chris, pass back down, but Prowsey has gone off to the other side, and that's a pinch on towards that orange goal. Timo with the shot and Blue with the save. Going to carry this one on, attempting the 50. Ball into the middle, touched out wide by Prowsey again. This game is getting faster and faster as time goes by. There's an open net to shoot in, but nobody there to turn it away, and Berichu got back in time.
They have done incredible work throughout the games they have lost, MINKZ, to keep themselves in it. Through amazing work with the saves, they've kept themselves in with a chance. They haven't taken advantage of those, and to further the point, if they can figure themselves out in attack, they are really going to be a much stronger team.
Berichu with the flip reset. Almost got the double touch down, but just missing out on that one. But still gets the second goal, the security goal. We could be seeing them head onto game point. Game 4, this is currently 2-1 to them in the series. A minute left in this one. 2 goals to the good now. Can they carry on? Timo looking to carry that one all the way forward. Blue touching it down. Chris with the clearance. Scream needs to get back in time to get this one away, which he does. 40 seconds left. Gribby, do you actually see MINKZ coming back into this one?
That's very, very tough. You know what happened in the last game, we saw MINKZ taking a lead for the first time, but what they have not been able to do in any of the games where they've gone behind, they've never been able to overcome that. And now they'll get one back. They'll give themselves a chance. One down, but they have never leveled up coming from behind and then taking a lead. And I just think the weight of that is going to be too much. I don't see two Simps giving this away in the next 25 seconds.
Oh, Greybeard. Never say never. There's a first time for everything. This could be the first time. Blue playing it up to Prowsey, getting the shot on target. Still dangerous, still in the middle. Timo eventually getting that one away though. Scream needs to clear this one. 10 seconds on the clock. MINKZ know what they need to do. Prowsey gonna 50 that one, but Timo just carrying it high, getting it over him, and Blue and Chris just bumping each other there. Just a couple seconds left. The ball has dropped onto the floor, and it was too little too late there from MINKZ. 2 Simps, 1 Furry. Take this game 2-1 on the scoreline, 3-1 now in this series. They move on to match point.
Well, we have to see a game 7 if MINKZ are going to take it. And this is a long-haul flight for them. 3 games they're going to have to win on the trot. And on the evidence of what we're seeing, the only thing I keep thinking, for MINKZ to have found themselves in the position they are, I mean, they were number 1 in their conference. They're not a bad team. Are they just having an off moment? If they are having an off moment, do they have the capacity, the ability to reset and come rebounding? From what we've seen so far, I'm not convinced of it. But here we are. You've mentioned at the start of this game how much they're playing for, how important it is. It's do or die time. They got to come out there and bring everything, or they're done. 2.5 months of competitive Rocket League comes to a grinding halt right here in the semifinals.
Yes, and it's an unfortunate sight to see, but they knew what was going to happen going into the season and going into the playoffs. They've done well to get here, and they're going to have to do even better to get further through and advance through to the final. MINKZ, they've sort of thrown those first 2 games away. It wasn't as competitive in the first and second game. I mean, the second game was a 6-2 scoreline to Simps, 1 Furry. So not impressive performances from MINKZ, but these previous 2 games, they have been much better. And we are here now in Game 5. We are underway. MINKZ know what they need to do. But they also have in the back of their minds the fact that all 2 Simps, 1 Furry need is a win to take the series, move on to the final, and take a Vortex playoff place in next season. Berichu looking to get a good start here. 20 seconds gone, still 0-0, no early goals. Brownsy carrying it forward. Chris bouncing it up onto the middle, but Blue just couldn't get a comfortable touch there. Passing to the middle by, wow, Berichu and Timo connecting again. 31 seconds into this one, and it's already 1-0.
Yeah, it's very worrying to see so early in this game, to see that link-up play and how well they executed it. You know, that third game, they really did kind of go on to cruise and pull back completely. But so early doing that, again, the alarm bells continue to ring for MINKZ. You know, and they've got to just take it moment by moment. I mean, no, surely, yes, they will. Okay, maybe we see something start to happen now.
Well, they know they need to win this game to have any chance of taking this series. 3-1 down on the series, but they can come back. We know they can come back first in the conference, like we have mentioned many times before. MINKZ are going to look to carry on with this somewhat decent form. They do have the momentum switch now. Blue is sending that one straight forward. Berichu with the cut out there, and Scream trying to play it away. Pronalty missing out on that one. It's a very good touch there from Scream. Somebody needs to get up to it from this MINKZ defense. Shot could come on target. Timo into the middle. Berichu just killing all hopes and dreams in the matter of seconds. They are in the lead again, and you can't help but feel sorry here for MINKZ.
Yeah, but you know what? They did something they hadn't done before, which in this series is that they did level up. They were behind by 1. They actually managed to level up. That was something they didn't do. Now they got to do it again, and then they have to do the last thing they haven't done, which is to take a lead after being behind. They've got the time to do it, and really important for them now is to take moment by moment, almost there. But you know, just focus on, you know, you can't look ahead. Oh my goodness, we're going to win 3 games. They just got to, you know what, take this ball now, put it on target, get in a pass, and then build on whatever happens from there. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, but my word, it's looking tough for them out there. Really, really tough, Sim.
It truly is. There is a big boom forward, touched onto the right-hand side, though, and Timo looking to counter-attack. 2-1 in this game. 2 Simps, 1 Furry with the lead. MINKZ need to come back in this game if they want to take the series to a game 6. Currently in game 5 here. It would be the final game if 2 Simps, 1 Furry are to come out on top, which as it stands they are, and there's a shot off the crossbar, and Prowsey got a good enough touch to make it awkward for Timo to score, but Berichu with the carry, looking to finish it off, but Chris did well enough to make the save. Blue going to look to take this one away, but Timo keeping the pressure on, playing it back into the orange center zone. Now Chris looking to get the clear pass into the middle where Blue is waiting, but Berichu, good aggression and good pressure there from him, keeping possession with 2 Simps, 1 Furry. Over halfway gone in this game, still 2-1 on the scoreline. MINKZ are looking to get an equalizer yet again in this game. Like you've mentioned before though, Graby, they have never come from behind to win a game in this series.
And you know, going forward from here, and it's hard to know. I've not seen them play prior in league play, so it's difficult for me to tell if this is just an off day for them. Oh my word, but not an off day at all for 2 Simps. My word, they are just looking so devastating right now.
Berichu has genuinely been simply unreal. From game 1 in this series all the way to game 5, he has scored countless goals, got many assists, and unreal amounts of saves too. He has been all over for this 2 Simps, 1 Furry side, and he is one of the key reasons that they are winning so comfortably. But you can't disregard his teammates, of course. They're a brilliant team working all the way together. I think there's only been like 1 or 2 goals that haven't been assisted. The 2 Simps, 1 Furry have scored. They have put on an incredible team performance here. It's just for me, Berichu the standout performer.
Yeah, and their work as a team and how they've linked up has been fantastic. But MINKZ, positives coming from this. They do amazing work when they're having to defend. With their clutch defenses, maybe they get one back. Yeah, they don't. But great clutch work in defense, but they're not complementing that with their work going forward. And if they can figure that out for next season, I think they will be exponentially better.
Yeah, it's all about that transition. The defense is good enough. They just can't find the correct amount of attacks. They don't have that man to receive the ball after the clearance is made. And they always get it out to the side, but then there's nobody to turn it home from the middle zone for MINKZ, and that has been their biggest struggle, scoring goals. They've only scored a total of 5 in this series, and they have conceded around 15 to 20, I believe. 4-1 now in this game. You do have to say Berichu with the hat-trick. That is game, set, and match.
There is a heavy-set woman somewhere clearing her throat, ready to let out a song, because this is pretty much game, set, and match out here in Rocket League, where two Simps have put on an exceptional performance against MINKZ and will take down a thoroughly deserved win, a comprehensive win. They lost one game, which in retrospect, you look back at that, they lost that game rather than MINKZ winning it. They took their foot off the gas and MINKZ were able to get through. But other than that little slip, it has been two Simps all the way, looking in control for a good 80-85% of the 5 games in the series.
And that is all over. The fat lady has sung her song. It is finished. 2 Simps, 1 Furry, 4-1 in this last game. And now for them, 4-1 in the series scoreline. A detrimental defeat here for MINKZ. They did their best that they could, but it just wasn't enough. 2 Simps, 1 Furry putting up too good of an effort, all around play, just on top for the whole series, bar that game 3 that MINKZ did take. And you do have to say, after that third game, you wanted to hope that MINKZ could come back into it, but 2 Simps, 1 Furry, just too good.
Yeah, you sort of were hoping against hope there. A complete performance by 2 Simps in terms of their attacking, their defending. They put it all together very well. Where on the other side, MINKZ, if they could have figured out great work in defense, but that has to be complemented with something up front, with the exception, of course, of that 6th game where they let in 6 goals. But there's a lot of potential to work for them. But their journey comes to an end. 2 Simps, 1 Furry will move through our first team in the finals, and they will be coming up against Yeppers or Donkey Punch, and that will be the next semi-final that we'll be bringing you here, right here on the stream.